This video isn't about another Aventus clone. It is about a fragrance that can stand in its own league and hold its own weight. If you're interested, stay tuned. Hello and welcome to Central. If you're new to this channel, I want to extend a warm welcome to you. If you're back, it is good to see you again. On this channel, we talk about fragrances, all around the world of fragrances. Designers, niche, perfumers, so on and so forth. So if you're into fragrances or you just want to smell great, consider subscribing. Don't forget to hit that little bell, love, like, share, and all those wonderful things. We would love to have you on board. I want to thank you in advance for subscribing, and now let's get started. Many of you already know the megastar Aventus by Creed. It is a fruity chypre that was launched in 2010 and has been named by many the king of fragrances for men. The fragrance company, the House of Creed, has been around since 1760 and up until 2020 was run by Irvin Creed and Olivier Creed, a father and son duo. Up in 2020, BlackRock Incorporated, it is a private equity company, acquired Creed with the intention of growing the brand and hopefully retaining the quality and heritage of Creed. The flagship fragrance, Aventus from the House of Creed, has charmed many of us with the beautiful pineapple and bergamot opening. Expertly blended rose, jasmine, and patchouli in the middle, and then into its final dry down into the signature ambergris from the House of Creed. Besides the fact that the fragrance is really great and lots of people still wear it, it also lasts well into the next day with a wonderful ambergris dry down, and it projects and leaves a beautiful sillage, and the projection is probably elbow to arm's length for most of the time that you're wearing it. Due to the luxury price of around $425 at the Creed boutique and the incredible success that Aventus had from Creed, it has spawned many clones. Some of them are L'Aventure, Club de Nuit, of course a more recent one. It's a really good fragrance on its own. It's Mont Blanc, the Explorer, and of course Pineapple Vintage. This line right here, they have, I don't know, like 20, 30 different ones that all are smokier and this and that in the direction of Aventus. So there are plenty out there, all ranging from, $20 and some of them into the hundreds, all calling themselves Creed clones. Now, just to be sure, there are many clones and some of them smell really good and really close. However, I've tried a whole bunch of them and nothing matches the wearability and the dry down of the actual Aventus. Now I wear some of them. I actually wear the Mont Blanc quite a lot. But if I'm going out to a wedding or a formal event that's a little bit more elegant, I will not wear a clone. I will wear the original, because the original is the original. Some of the clones are better, some are not so good. However, I used to wear this one almost exclusively to formal events until 2017, when the House of Nishane, it's a fragrance house from Istanbul, Turkey, came out with a fragrance that is called Hacivat. Hacivat is a luxury fragrance that is an extrait de parfum, comes in a beautiful bottle. The top is exquisitely heavy, it's solid. This fragrance also garners a really good price, and for me has given me as many, if not more, compliments than Creed Aventus itself. I gave you guys a little bit of a background on Aventus, the Creed house, so it's only fair to give Nishane a little bit of a background as well. Nishane was founded in 2012. The two entrepreneurs that started the line are Mert Gertzel and Murat Katran, two entrepreneurs that were both born in Istanbul, Turkey. Of course, the entrepreneurs that started Nishane aren't perfumers, so they have quite a few perfumers they call on to create their new fragrances. I've noted some of them here, and it's quite interesting who they are. So we have George Lee, who was the perfumer of Hacivat. George Lee also did a fragrance or a collection by Navitus. And Navitus is a fragrance collection that is pretty new, that was created by Radolescence Steven. He has his own channel, a really knowledgeable guy. He seems quite nice. I don't know him personally, but his fragrance line is called Navitus, and George Lee worked on his as well. Who else we have? We have Cecile Sorokian, and Cecile worked on Epic Woman from Amouage, and we have Chris Maurice, and he's worked on some fragrances in the Serjoff line, which are all quite amazing and very powerful and strong fragrances, also niche. So these are just some of the few people that work together with the house of Nishane to create these amazing Parfum d'Extrait fragrances. Nishane, the house itself, has been on fire for the past 8 years. They have more than 30 fragrances created in just 8 years. I mean, that is like almost 4 per year. Amazing. Hacivat was released in 2017, and it is mostly marketed as unisex to men and women. Although I think it leans just a little bit more masculine, but I think it's no worries at all. I think a woman can wear this one without a problem. Let's give it a little spray. Nice, soft, elegant spray with the Extrait de Parfum concentration. You want to go easy on the sprays, you know, 2, 3 max. And it lasts and lasts and lasts. It's a really great fragrance. Now at the top, when you first smell it, you definitely get the pineapple and the bergamot opening. And it definitely reminds you at first sniff at something fresher like Aventus in the opening. However, the scent itself is it's different from Aventus enough where it has its own identity and it can stand on its own. Hacivat is pretty linear to me with this beautiful 12-hour plus, way plus perhaps, projection and a wonderful sillage. This fragrance lasts you way into the next day. The whole time with a smooth, lovely, bright, invigorating scent. Hacivat doesn't stay completely linear for the entire time. It almost does, but it does dry down a little bit. There is some oak moss in the fragrance. There's also some patchouli, which kind of soften it just a little bit as time goes on. Whereas Aventus is mostly for men, I would say exclusively for men. My wife will grab Hacivat and wear it herself every now and then. She prefers Hacivat out of those two fragrances. Like I said, they're somewhat similar. They're both freshies, but nowadays anything that has bergamot and pineapple in the opening, people say it's a clone. Not so. Hacivat is completely able to stand on his own. Beautiful, bright, and happy fragrance with a little bit of oak moss and patchouli. This beautiful fragrance for spring and summer. I don't think I would wear Hacivat in the winter. Hacivat I would wear mostly in the spring and in the summer, maybe early fall. Coming in at $360 at the boutiques. It is quite expensive as a fragrance. However, since you only need 1 or 2 sprays, or maybe 3, if it's cooler outside, Hacivat will last you for a long time with 100 ml or even a 50 ml. Either way, whether you're an Aventus exclusive or whether you like Hacivat, I think for the prices that they go for in the boutiques, you need to go out and always do your research. Make sure you buy originals, but you can find both of them online for a better price. And I always suggest doing that. Don't blind buy them. See if you can get a little 5 ml sample of either one if you haven't tried them, and see how they develop on your skin. Both fragrances are 100% exclusive. They're niche, elegant, they're worth their money, and I do not think that they're redundant if you have one or the other. In conclusion, Hacivat and Aventus are 2 amazing fragrances. To my nose, they are not redundant. They are more like 2 friends walking together. Thank you for watching. I'm Peter from Central. If you enjoyed it or got anything out of this, please do consider subscribing, love, like, share, all those wonderful things that help me grow this channel. I want to thank you in advance. And until next time, I want you to take good care of yourself. Always smell nice. And I'll talk to you soon. Until then, Central out.